Hello and welcome. This is the Connection Hub, and I am Vanessa, a psychic medium who channels messages for the divine and your loved ones. Before we get started on the week ahead, I just wanted to say thank you so much for being here. I'm extremely grateful for all of my new followers and for all of the views that a lot of my videos are getting. I've opened up my calendar for readings. This is something that you can book in the link in the description down below. We can sit either live one-on-one or I can provide a pre-recorded reading for you. Let's see what is in store. We'll figure out the overall energy and theme of what you can expect. I'm going to start with the Queer Tarot. This is the happiest tarot deck I have. I absolutely love the colors. If you know of any other bright neon decks that you would recommend, please post that down below. Okay, amazing. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Swords. So let's just put that right there. The card that flipped over very excitedly is the Star. And the other card that flipped over is the Magician. So right off the hop, it is looking like a very exciting week. I have a feeling that this week your intuition is going to be very on point, especially with that full moon that's happening in a couple of nights. The thing about the Magician is you see here the chalice, the pentacle, the sword, and the wand. You have all it is you require in order to put the action into the ideas and the inspiration that lands within your awareness. Our figure 8 over here on top of the crown chakra just reminds us that we have an infinite amount of resources and inspiration, creative ideas that flow through us at all times. Something I've been really cognizant of this past week and the last couple of weeks is really acting on the inspiration that comes to me. For example, I was texting a friend last night, laying in bed. All of these amazing ideas and amazing thoughts were coming out. And I was like, wow, this is amazing stuff for a book that I'm working on. And it was, Vanessa, like, sit and write the book. For a second, I was like, oh my gosh, but it's 10 p.m. Do I really want to get working? Anyways, I said, I am saying yes to everything that comes my way. And I opened up my laptop and I just wrote maybe about 3/4 of a document. And then my internal guidance said, okay, that's it. That's all you need to do. That was it. And I understood the assignment. And the assignment was just act on your inspiration. Let's go ahead and actually read the book for the Star. Magic surrounds you, and so does the loving embrace of the universe. The Star also brings a sense of renewal to you, stripping away all the unneeded and negative layers from your being and encouraging self-love, self-acceptance, and growth, starting deep down in your core. The transformation from the old you to the new you is happening, and everything is how it needs to be right now. There will always be ups and downs in life, so enjoy these moments while they are in full swing. The message for things to consider when this card is pulled is, what has been holding you back from being happy up until this moment? What can you get rid of in your life to feel good? What are some practices you can implement to make you feel content and confident with yourself as a person? I don't know about you, but for me, a journaling practice is really important when it comes to organizing and clarifying the ideas in my mind. I'm currently reading the book Calling in the One. It's a 7-week process of breaking down patterns and conditioning from previous romantic relationships. And this morning I did the journaling exercise to chapter 3. And the ask was to talk about the uncomfortable patterns that tend to pop up in relationships. And wouldn't you believe that a pattern that was very prominent in the last 2 serious relationships I had were actually posted word for word as an example in this book? So the journal prompt is this. Let's begin by identifying your pattern in love. I was so called out. The pattern listed here was men don't commit to me, then they marry the next person they date. I laughed because this happened to me back to back. This is how it started. Maybe I'm the one not committing to them. The reason I didn't commit to them was because I was unhappy with them. And then admitting that I was unhappy with them was actually the turning point in this journaling exercise. They didn't commit to me because I didn't commit to myself. At the end of the journaling exercise, I realized the reason why they didn't commit to me was because I wasn't committing to myself. What mirrors us is likely close to the situation we're energetically in, or a situation that we really need to pause and reflect on and see, okay, what am I contributing to this? This week, there is clearly a transformational shift. You are releasing and letting go of old aspects of yourself. You're truly calling in a new way of being, a new way of experiencing this current reality. So what intuitive nudges are you receiving? Where can you put action behind them? And how can you let go of the old to embrace the new? Next, we have the 10 of Swords. Maybe things will come up and reveal themselves to you and cause this worry and tiredness. You're being asked right now to really ask yourself, am I here for the thrill, or is it truly something that I care about? Where are you done expending a certain aspect or a certain portion of your energy? This week, what are the shifts that you're noticing? For some of you, there's going to be some relationships that you're taking a second look at and figuring out what they mean in your life. Next, we have the Emperor, the Lovers, and the 8 of Swords. And it's making so much sense to why I was inspired to bring calling in the Love. In your relationships, if you're noticing that you have some very strong values that are being opposed by people close in your life, if it's a partner, if it's a best friend, if it's a close family member, whatever it is, I feel you so firm and holding your ground really confidently. There is something about this Emperor energy that screams confidence and really tells us that they believe in their truth. I'm noticing here when I'm looking at the Lovers and the 6, I think I said 8 of Swords before, but it's the 6 of Swords. I'm watching a couple extremely irritated with each other right now. And this 6 of Swords, like moving in a new direction and really actually speaking to and be mindful with who you take with you, could support like the feeling I'm getting of just a slight separation. I'm not sure if you've been thinking about starting fresh altogether, or if you've just needed a break in terms of just needing your own space, getting back to ground zero, really being able to clear your mind and open your heart to listen to what it is your higher self has to communicate with you at this time. It's like you need your alone time to do that. There really is something very confident about being able to express yourself as a healthy, independent person. Being independent doesn't mean walking the earth solo and just doing your own thing and getting the job done yourself. What it means is you really standing strong in what it is you need in the moment, even in partnership, and just saying like, I need time for myself. The strongest partnerships out there are those couples who can truly be their own individual and seek to God separately and seek to their higher self separately, and then come together in union to support each other and to really get a second opinion on how to tackle the outside world. The ask for you this week is to really pay attention to the inspiration that's coming your way, and instead of just noticing it and acknowledging it, you're really being asked to notice, acknowledge, and start putting action into that thing, even if you just get started. When I was being filled with the inspiration to start writing that chapter, I instantly thought, oh gosh, am I going to be sitting at my laptop for hours just writing and writing and writing? And it was just simply the act of starting and releasing the freshness of the idea on digital paper so that the potent inspiration could have a voice. Anything worrying you or causing you anxiety or making you question what it is you're doing, pay attention to it. When you question things, you're questioning them for a reason. Notice it and start making shifts. Remember, this is the week that you're letting go of the old. If that is how you handle disagreements or challenges, if it's certain relationships, whatever has run its course, you're letting that go and moving forward so much more confidently in what it is you know is true for you and the experience you want to bring forward. I forgot about the Two of Swords at the bottom of the deck, but we address this in the rest of our tarot section. You have decisions to make right now, and you're going to be making them this week. Let's pull some cards from the Guardian Angel deck. Starting with the Nine of Thought, stop being so hard on yourself and turn your thoughts toward the positive. 10 of Abundance. Heaven has provided so many blessings. Your family members are bonded and working together. 8 of Action. There's so much going on right now that it may feel overwhelming, and yet it's wonderful to be busy with the work that you love. Express gratitude for the blessings of heaven that are taking up your time. Creativity and Abundance. Dear one, you're being called to action, intuition, and insight. Your intuitive abilities are very accurate right now, so you can trust your guidance to lead you in the right direction. Ace of Emotion. This cherub is announcing that a wonderful new emotional experience is coming into your life. This is so confirming. I love that. Anything creative or any idea that is persistent in the mind, pay attention to it right now. I did a reading recently. I'll link it up below. But something that came up was the mind being extremely active and to start getting curious about it because the thoughts that someone was having were theirs from a previous lifetime. And there are thoughts coming up for you to just get a little bit more curious about and use your intuition, work with your intuition in discovering how you can determine the thoughts that you are having. If for whatever reason you're interested in sitting one-on-one with someone like myself who can help you sort thoughts, the link to book a session with me is posted in the description box. I'm always drawn to the fact that this little girl hasn't made her bed. There's something about tidying up and organizing your space right now. If you need to do a quick clean or hang up your clothes, tidy up your space, because the tidier your space, the more of an avenue your mind has to actually think through the things that are popping up inside of it a little bit more clearly. It's like a tidy space equals a sound mind. Abundance laying just over top of this intuition and insight. This week, you could actually be working towards business and working towards your creative pursuits. Right beside the 8 of Action, saying that there's so much going on right now, there really is a call to action in terms of organizing and just sorting through the different projects and what needs to happen for those projects right now. I'm also being drawn back to that Lovers card that came up in the first section of the tarot. I really think that if you are single, there is a great chance that you could meet someone new, or someone new messages you in your social media account. You might even receive an email out of the blue, like someone gets your email address and they email you to say hi. Pay attention to the messages that are coming in. Even if this is not of a romantic flavor, I'm also seeing just different relationships, different friendly partnerships, maybe even business partnerships coming your way. If you are that person that I was just seeing in this energy of being annoyed or fed up, not necessarily with your partner, but just needing that breathing space, needing that time to go within individually and just solely yourself, then after you do take that time or have a quiet evening with yourself, then you're going to come back and you're going to feel so much more rejuvenated to make a sound decision if coming back to your partner is something that you really want to do, or if moving forward on your own is another choice that you want to make right now. I am hearing yes and confirmation to that message. There could actually be another reading in my playlist that you feel drawn to you at this time. I wasn't at all intending for a romance reading. I was really just looking for the energy of the upcoming week. And here we are looking at romance. Gifts. Love's greatest gift is the ability to truly understand one another. In order to understand one another, you have to first understand yourself. Next, we have baggage. Emotional baggage can weigh down relationships. Unpack it. What is it that you're carrying from the past? What is it that you need to let go of? Where is this shift trying to make space in your life right now? Abundance. Open your heart to receive the abundant love the universe has to offer. The other night, I felt my Nana so close to me. She really just wanted to let me know that she was with me at this time. We had a nice meditation together. It was really sweet. But in sharing that, I actually came onto YouTube and I just looked up ancestral healing meditation. This is something that could be very helpful for your journey in removing and understanding generational blocks so that your heart can open up more to the abundance waiting for you. You are so worthy of receiving. So doing some healing work right now with your loved ones is really going to be helpful for you. Next, we have proposal. An offer or proposal in the near future that comes as a surprise. I'm picking up on someone sending an email. You could have a new work proposal coming in. Really pay attention to your social media this week. Speak up. You might even want to go down memory lane and post something that brought you joy. Maybe it was a vacation you took. Maybe it was a moment with a loved one. There's something you have. Maybe you've already posted it, like those Facebook memories. There is something from the past that wants to get reposted. Next, we have wish. Someone you wished for is coming into your life. If you are someone who is in a partnership or a relationship that is not fulfilling, you're not happy, you find yourself disappointed, the relationship has run its course, break free and learn about yourself and figure out what you want. But more importantly, before you even dive into what it is you want, start diving into who it is you are. When you figure out who you are, you also figure out who is more likely to align with you, with your dreams and desires, what you want to do moving forward in life. Pour your love into yourself so that you know when the right person comes in, they are perfectly matched for you. This could also be speaking to an old friend messaging you to say hi, someone that wants to just check in on you and see how you're doing. This is really going to inspire a whole new flow of creativity within you. So just run with it. You are very deserving. Love is a beautiful mess. Embrace its imperfections. There are some things that might throw us or give us the ick between social media and the movies and all of the novels that we read. I think that a lot of us get stuck or pinned into this idea that there's that absolute perfect person out there for us. What from the past do you need to look at to forgive? And who is it in the past you need to just share and pour out forgiveness towards? Star, your hope and optimism are a powerful love magnet for you right now. I love how affirming this reading is. Your dreams really are coming true. Attraction. You are attracting the right person at the right time in your life. This is beautiful. Wedding, taking your relationship to the next level, one step at a time. I'm hearing really beautiful feelings are going to come about. I'm hearing a really beautiful person is going to be entering your life. Stay grounded. Stay so grounded. Enjoy the feelings and enjoy the moment, but stay very grounded. Closure. Not all connections are meant to be, except closure. There is definitely someone moving on from a relationship listening to this. It's okay. It is a good thing. It is a good thing because you're ready. I'm hearing you're ready to level up. Next, we have the Rosebud Tarot. This is a new deck for me. I absolutely love the art. I'm hearing I'll be reading the art, not necessarily the card. The wheel. I, of course, looked at this Ferris wheel, but then my eye went right into the dice and I heard it's time to take a chance. It's time to take a chance on yourself right now. Next, we have the generosity of air. So the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is really all about being confident in her tone, sure of her word, and very expressive. If you do have to go into a challenging conversation this week, I would just recommend jotting down some key points on a piece of paper. Trim the fat. Address the larger picture at hand. Then we have Seven of Air, or Seven of Swords. And the only thing here that I'm seeing, another confirmation, is this week being such a transformative week, which is being shown by the butterfly wings. And then this blue moon back here is really speaking to the throat chakra, saying the things that are coming to mind and really answering the call of inspiration from within. I love that there's this couch here. Every single morning I sit on a couch and I meditate on this couch, I pray on this couch, I journal on this couch, and I feel this accumulation of just brilliant energy has been placed into this one specific area of the house. And so I'm really feeling like that suggestion of where can you go that is just your spot? Where can you sit or where can you reflect in your home that is just a designated area for you? How can you start building really incredible and intentional energy in that space? And then lastly, we have the Four of Earth. So this is the Four of Pentacles. I just grabbed the traditional Four of Pentacles here, and you'll notice him really holding on to that pentacle, really holding on to this idea of what he thinks should be happening and not releasing that control, not surrendering to what wants to come in instead. The point that's being made of what is it that you need to let go of, what old version of you, what relationship, whatever the case is, what do you need to let go of in order to invite the new to come in? I'm also noticing that this card is extremely bright, especially in contrast to the other cards here. When I first looked at it, I instantly thought of a time of solitude. This upcoming winter could actually be extremely transformational for you as well. The closer I look at this card, I'm also noticing palm trees in the background. I just want to say, like, not everything is what it appears to be. Lastly, let's get a couple of cards from the Spirit Animal Oracle. On the bottom of the deck, we have Owl Spirit, you see clearly now. Next, we have Parrot Spirit, watch your words. The other message behind the parrot is when we see them, there could be people speaking poorly behind us. We also have Skunk Spirit, know your worth. Oh, yeah, take it from me. You know, the last relationship I left, it was so much fun, but it was so extremely toxic. So I understand a number of different predicaments that you could be in because I've had a number of different relationships in my life. But yeah, if you know it's not for you, I promise you, you're being inspired with that knowing because something absolutely incredible is wanting to come in instead. We have Owl Spirit again to confirm you see clearly now. Your meditation practice is going to help. If meditation drives you insane, then get outside, go for a walk outdoors, speak with your angels, speak with your guides, and start asking what it is you need to look at a little bit more closely. Otter Spirit, you are never alone. I love that, especially because it did come up after mentioning your guides, angels, and even your loved ones. Reach out to them, reach out to these brilliant sources of energy that are just so eager and excited to help you along your journey. Lastly, we have Turkey Spirit, give with gratitude and grace. This is a shout out to the person that is needing to share something, creating a post or reposting a happy memory and a happy moment. Give with gratitude and grace. Something that your soul is eager to share is really going to be helpful across your platform. Energetically, emotionally, mentally, this week is a little bit overwhelming. So just remember to take it easy in other areas of your life. Maybe instead of working out very hard at the gym, you might want to go a little bit smoother or a little bit slower and more gentle with yourself. Knowing what you're about to face, work with your higher self, work with your intuition on ways to properly navigate the other areas of your life so that you feel taken care of and you're remaining in balance. You can do this. You're never asked to face anything that you can't absolutely conquer.